In this video, I'm going to show you how to factor the sum and difference of two cubes. So as you know, the word sum means addition. So when we say the sum of two cubes, we're talking about the addition of two terms that are cubes. And then difference means subtraction. So this is the difference of two different cubed numbers or expressions terms. And so there's something that you can utilize here called SOAP. And the reason that this is helpful is because it stands for same, opposite, always positive. Same, opposite, always positive. And the reason that this is helpful is because when you have whatever the symbol is here, so in this case, the sum of two cubes, then you're going to use that symbol in this way. So the sum and difference of two cubes, it's always going to factor into a binomial and a trinomial. You can see that for both of these. And they both have all the same terms. So it goes a, b, a squared, ab, b squared. And then here it's also a, b, a squared, ab, b squared. The thing that changes is the symbols in the middle. So you have the same symbol is going to come first. So if you started with a plus sign, you're going to use the same symbol here. If you started with a minus sign, you're going to use the same symbol here. Then you have the opposite symbol. So again, you started with a plus sign in the sum of two cubes. So the next symbol is the opposite of that. So plus, the opposite is minus, versus the difference of two cubes, you have the minus, so then you go plus. And then the last part is always positive. And that means that this is always going to be a plus sign in the end. Now, something that's going to be helpful is if you know the first 10 perfect cubes just off the top of your head. So 1 cubed is 1. 2 cubed is 2 times 2, which is 4, times 2, which is 8. 3 cubed is going to be 27. And you can use a calculator to fill these out, but hopefully you just kind of get to know them. 64, 5 cubed is 125. 6 cubed is going to be 216. 7 cubed is going to be 343. 8 cubed is 512. 9 cubed is 729. And then 10 cubed is 1,000. So let's work through an example. The first thing is to identify what are your A's and B's. So remember that in your expression, it's going to be A cubed and B cubed. So down here, I can see 8b cubed minus 125. So the first thing I need to check is, does this fall into the sum or difference of cubes category? So if we have 8b cubed, well, you're asking what times itself again is going to get you 8b cubed. And whatever that is what we're going to call our A. So if I know 8 comes from 2 times 2 times 2, and b cubed is b times b times b, then that means it's 2b times 2b times 2b. So essentially this value right here, now we're talking about difference, so this value is going to be 2b, the quantity cubed, minus, so we're just rewriting this another way, 125 is 5 times 5, which is 25 times 5. So this is going to be 5 cubed. So we're going to write this as 5 cubed. And so you can kind of see that this value right here, this 2b, is what we considered A up here. And then this 5 is what we considered B here. And it'd probably be helpful if we didn't have a B here and a B here, but just kind of try to follow along with me. So if we're saying A is going to be 2B and B is going to be 5, when it comes to this expression up here, we just need to fill it in. So we're going to have a binomial and a trinomial, and we're going to use SOAP. So we're going to have the same sign first, then the opposite sign, and then always positive. And now we need to fill in these blanks here. So the first blank is whatever the item was being cubed. So your A value. So 2b is what was being cubed. So 2b is going to go in here. Minus, well, it's going to be whatever this is, the cube root of that. So the cube root of 125 is 5, right? That's what we were saying was being cubed. So 2b minus 5. Then over here for these three blanks, we use the A squared, the AB, and the B squared. So the A is that value right there, the 2b, because that's what was being cubed to make 8b cubed. So if I take that a, that 2b, and I square it, well, think about that. That's 2b times 2b, which is going to be 4b squared. So 4b squared is going to go here. And then a times b is going to be your second term in the trinomial. So 2b times 5 is going to be 10b. And then b squared is how you finish it off. So b was 5, so b squared, 5 times 5 is going to be 25. Now, the nice thing about this is, assuming that there was no GCF that you had to factor out first, this should be your final answer because the trinomial is never going to factor any further. So this is where you would be able to stop.